What's good? What's good? What's Epic Entertainment Critics? I'm Antoine.
No, I'm still James.
And we are doing some movie talk.
Yep.
Future movies. We saw some news on Transformers, the new Transformers. They're going to combine that with Beast Wars. Finally. It's like, I'm a fan of Beast Wars. Of course, I'm a fan of original Transformers, but I'm also was a fan of Beast Wars. I think it was a great way to succeed your IP by not repeating it. You know what I'm saying? It was a good series to keep going. You know, it didn't just give us the same thing. It was something totally different, and it was told with a whole new animation style. You know, with the 3D.
The 3D, yeah.
So, was you a fan of Beast Wars?
I was. I actually had one of the entirely too expensive toys back in the day.
Which one?
Cheetor.
That was easy. Try to get a Dinobot. Them was
You couldn't find them. Dude.
I had, well, my little brother had a Dinobot, and I was like, oh, so you got a Dinobot. It's hard to transform that mode. You got to read the instructions.
Yeah.
Because Dinobot always had a weird transformation where his legs become his arms and his tail is his sword, and I'm like, well, how does that work? Anyway,
Man.
so they finally going to move on from Transformers and go to the Beast Wars in the live action.
Yeah.
I think they're going to kind of combine it or whatever.
I'd rather just go straight to Beast Wars. Well, because I'm sick of people being the main characters of these movies.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about that because I think that's going to be some of the main plot. They got a plot synopsis out there, and it's got something to do with some people, not with the Transformers. And the Transformers just going to be like, or the Beast Transformers is going to be kind of like in there. You know, that's already a problem.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like that. So we got some news on who's playing the voice of Optimus Primo. Ron Perlman, Hellboy himself.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
There's better options. They picked him because he's a name.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying he can't do it. He's well known for having a deep,
Striking
resonant
features.
voice. Very striking features.
You know what? Because his voice ain't even no big thing. Because he don't never have like a lot of personality. He's got a very calm, stoic
he's
voice.
Always soft spoken.
Right. He's just a real big guy.
Yeah, and he sounds like a big guy, but I can't remember the last time I heard him raise his voice.
You know, he'd probably better off as Rhinox or somebody.
What? I'm trying to think. There's another actor who does similar types of stuff. He plays General Eiling on The Flash. The Kurgan from Highlander.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
I would say go with him before Ron Perlman.
Well, he's got more of the villainous sound on his voice.
I mean,
I don't really give Optimus Prime for him, but I mean Optimus Primo. But yeah, I mean, I feel you though. He's a good voice actor though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they chose.
Granted, that they probably dodged a bullet not casting Mr. Krabs.
What? They chose Ryan Perlman. Well, Ryan Perlman played characters like this because of the way he looked.
Yeah.
His striking features. It's like he's owning up to having like a extremely big face.
Yeah.
And
because his face, it would be so easy to animate because there's so much.
Well, he's what's the show, Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
So he was known for that in the 80s, and they just put like a little makeup on it, and because he kind of got an ape-shaped face.
Yeah.
And he always just played it up. That's always it worked for him, you know. Excuse me. And so he played Hellboy because Hellboy was supposed to be like an ape-like creature, and it's like, okay, but why are you doing voices of apes now? It's like, are you just think you an ape now?
He's trying to own the brand, man. He's just trying to own the brand.
I guess it'll work though. They said he already did a voice for an animated Optimus Primo, so maybe he was already into it.
I guess. I mean, if you've already got him on deck, you might as well. I mean, we making a movie, so do you want to just keep playing? Yeah, I'll keep playing the character. Is the money still good? Bet.
Yeah. So I don't know about this, but it'll look fun. I'm happy to see the Beast Wars. But like you said, they're not gonna they're gonna mess the story up.
Yep.
We'll see. We don't need humans. Like if they talk about the actors, it's all about voices.
Yeah.
Like if this actor gonna be in there, oh, because his voice is gonna play this character.
Right.
But no, they like, oh, this actor's gonna be in there, so great, it's gonna be about them.
If you want this chick in the movie and you tell me she's gonna be voicing Black Arachnia, I'm for it.
Yeah.
If she's the love interest to your leading man,
yeah, your Mark Wahlberg character, like we don't need that element of these movies.
Yeah.
Once they realize they can sell the movie on the Transformers alone, then I'll be back in.
Yeah.
But once because all that makes the story so uninteresting, where they shooting and then they got the Mark Wahlberg running around shooting with them and dodging underneath stuff and trying to shoot too. Like, go on with that.
Like I don't need some dude to have his big hero moment during a fight between giant transforming robots from outer space.
Yeah, they think we want to see the humans run up and jump in between the Transformers.
They literally
fighting.
gave Mark Wahlberg a sword in a movie filled with giant robots. What the hell, man?
It's like, yeah, at some point they got to say, okay, we need a whole nother approach to this. Make it all about the Transformers. Don't add humans in there, just human voices.
Like, I feel like that's already the next logical step is let's just get these people out of here because they're doing less and less per movie.
Yeah.
You know, they're always the least interesting part of the movie. They're always the most offensive part of the movie.
I wanted to say they was, but the Bumblebee, although I like the animation, the CGI on her, they still kind of made Bumblebee like the pet, the big dog that was not that she was trying to hide from her parents. You know, it's like no,
that's not good.
No, we don't need that.
That's the one movie I still haven't seen. I haven't seen Bumblebee.
Yeah. I mean, it had some okay stuff in her. Like I said, the transformation started to look better, and the CGI is pretty much there. It's good, but the plot was the same old. It was like she found Bumblebee and she tried to hide her from her parents, and he turned into his robot form when the parents turn around. Oh, no, turn back into a car. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's fun. They think kids, they keep trying to make it for kids or whatever. I guess it's supposed to be for kids, but it is an adult audience.
It hasn't felt like it was for kids.
Well, it's
like from what I've heard, Bumblebee works better on that tip, but all of the ones I've seen is like there's so much like gratuitous sexualization that went into the first couple of movies.
Oh, you talking about like Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just the director thing. That was Michael Bay.
Yeah.
But see, what I'm saying is the next movie is going to be called Rise of the Beast. Make it about the beast. Make it about what's going on with them. Humans could be in a small capacity, but don't make it about their story.
Don't make the story focused on them. We're here for the robots.
Right. So that's some Rise of the Beast. That's all we know so far about it. Curious. Now I thought I was pretty much done with Transformers, but bringing in the Beast Wars, bringing a new element of makes me curious. But I can't say that I feel optimistic that they're not gonna blow it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
So they got also got a little stuff about the Doctor Strange. Where hold on, which is gonna I guess the Spiderman will come out. Yeah, Marvel's gonna move forward with this multiverse, right? And the multiverse is gonna bring out all the other stories that they want to bring out, and let me see. I know I had something about the Spider-Man.
Because I know, like, there's been a lot of information that's come out, like, because of the toys they've put out, right? So
yeah, well, people, seeing, oh, this toy mean this toy mean that, or whatever. So I'm thinking this is how they're going to do that. They're going to do the Spider-Verse. They're going to bring the other Spider-Mans in on this last Spider-Man.
Maybe, yeah.
And I'm cool with that, but and I'm thinking, like, if you're going to do the Spider-Verse, then eventually you can bring Miles Morales to live action. But I'm pretty sure they're not because they want to keep doing the animated series.
Also, they haven't progressed Peter to a point where if you put him next to Miles, they're not at the, like, because they
Same level, you're right.
They're the same level. You know?
right. Amateurs, and
Yeah.
even though this is his third movie, he should be good, but he's still doing the same stuff he did in the first movie. Oh man, and he didn't even have a spider sense yet and all that.
Yeah, so it's like I don't think
I guess he got it now.
Because like if you bring Miles in at this point in his development, you run the risk of Miles taking his place.
Yeah.
Because if they're at the same level and Miles is a little, just the tiniest bit more competent, a little bit more likable, he wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Which, right, and then you be saying like, why didn't you just do a Miles movie? Because we just seen Peter 3 times already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see about this Spider-Man. I mean, that's supposed to be coming out this year, right? Still?
I think so. Yeah.
Or did they push it to next year?
I do not.
Because they've been talking about this trailer, and they keep on just kind of like maybe we're gonna bring it out, maybe not. You know, it's like
right.
like y'all give us nothing on that. But yeah, we're gonna see if they're gonna what they're gonna do with that. But it's gonna tie into
this year in December.
Okay, it's gonna tie into. It's probably the trailer ain't gonna come out till way later, but it's gonna tie into what Marvel gonna do moving forward.
Yeah.
With the whole universe.
Because like they've showcased a couple of suits. Like he's supposed to have, was it like an integrated suit? Has some weird bracer on one arm. Some magical.
Is it the web shooters on the outside or something? Or is it something else?
It kind of is, but it looks like some kind of magical device. So I'm thinking like maybe he gets a suit that's enchanted so he can move between the multiverses and you know, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
So in other movie news, they got Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider 2 set to come out. And you know, they still got what's her name?
Alicia
Vikander. Now we had a small discussion about the first one just a couple minutes ago, where being liking it or not. I think they did enough good stuff to build on with that first movie. Like, because the first movie wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I didn't walk out of the theater feeling the same way I felt about that first, the original.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching that original, I was like, this is whack.
It's just knowing what I know about the games, and they are basing these off of the reboot.
The reboot games.
I feel
her
like
boobs are not as big.
or as pointy.
Well, it makes more sense for somebody that's athletic to have a smaller bust size.
Yeah. Anyways, but like, I feel like there's some themes that the games tackle that I don't think the movies are ready to deal with.
The magic and stuff.
And Jesus.
Oh, they go religious with that.
Not full, like, so there is some.
Oh, they get she find the Holy Grail.
No.
Is that what it is?
Well, like, there's a Jesus figure in one of the later games.
So let's say they don't go there.
Well,
let's just keep it with tomb raiding.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying for them.
Yeah. So then there's still the issue of, you know, the inherent cultural appropriation
for us.
Like, just like by virtue of what she does, she comes into these, you know, native locales, takes a bunch of their crap, and leaves.
Yeah. Well,
it belongs to
sacred stuff, right?
Yeah.
It belongs in the museum.
It belongs in the museum.
That belongs in the museum. No, it belongs where it was at. But I mean, I feel you on that. Yeah, and it is something to be said where you got the local people as subhuman, and she come in as the shining savior and all that. And I mean, which they do that in all these movies, in which I would like them to break that stereotype.
Yeah,
you know, maybe she can come into a place where they make it look like, because they be having places like Turkey and Istanbul looking like Tatooine or something. Like, it don't look like that when you get there. It's a modern city.
Like, because I think like the second game and the first and second game both take place in technically lost cities.
Right. Like Aztec cities and stuff.
And like, so a lot of it is like,
which is okay. Nobody's living there, right? It's all like ruins and stuff.
No.
Or she finds some
like
ancient culture that never stepped into civilization.
The first game, no one lives there. It's all ruins. Fine.
Right.
Have at it. The second game, though, it is like a technically lost city, but people currently.
But
live
you got to
there.
have somebody there to stop her from getting whatever treasure.
So like it's her working more or less with these people from this lost village against this evil organization Trinity that wants.
They want the stuff for.
They want some Jesus juice, is what they want.
But why don't they just go with? They want the artifacts for profit, and she wanted to put it in the museum.
I mean,
that's what they do with Indiana Jones. Well, sometimes sometimes Nazis want to use it to take over the world.